Good morning, friends. This is Dr. John WorldPeace JD. It's Wednesday, July 24th, about 10 o'clock in the morning. I want to talk to you today about a lot of things, but this first tape is going to be about the ongoing Ebola problem in Africa. Really the theme of what I want to talk about is that nationalism, isolationism is nonsense. We're a global society. There are a lot of things that we cannot handle alone in our little corner of the globe. Asteroids are a problem. Global warming is a global problem. Ebola, with the way that people travel around the world, is a problem. And these problems cannot be solved by one nation. Extinction of animals on the planet, all kinds of different things. We have got to admit that we have a global society, and we're going to have to operate as such, which means we're going to have to strengthen the UN. This is not going to happen overnight. The states in the United States were very jealous and zealous about defending their states' rights, but they knew they had to come together as a nation in order to really amount to anything and to deal with all kinds of problems in the world. Well, now we're a global society, and we cannot isolate ourselves from China and ignore them, and they're coming along very fast, as is Russia with military hardware to fight a war. We're becoming more and more economically integrated. So here we have an Ebola problem, and if it's not dealt with on a global basis, then this Ebola is going to spread all over the world. We've got a lot of things in place that are keeping it in place, but it just takes one person that's infected. One person infected, getting on an airplane, sneezing or touching, whatever, interacting with other human beings in a closed environment, and that virus could spread like wildfire. So we have got to acknowledge that we are a global society, and we're going to need some form of global government that's going to be able to cross all these nation states lines and deal with issues that affect every single one of us on the planet. I have a book called The Book of Peace that I've written about many of these issues that are global issues, and that is on sale with right now 25, soon to be about 65 books about various things on Amazon.com. Just do a search under books for Dr. John WorldPeace JD. Ebola is a problem. A lot of things are like Ebola in the global society, in the world human society, and we're going to have to acknowledge that, and we're going to have to put in place things at the United Nations that are going to allow all of us to live in peace, not being concerned every time we get on an airplane that we're going to catch some infectious disease that has a good chance of killing us. My name is Dr. John WorldPeace. My signature statement is, how can we manifest peace on earth if we don't include everyone in our vision of peace? All races, all nationalities, all religion, all gender orientations. If we don't include everybody in our vision of peace, we're never going to have world peace. We're never going to have a perfect peace anyway, but we can increase the level of peace in the world. That's a fact. But American peace is not going to be a world peace without an inclusive attitude about the rest of the world, a Muslim religion is not going to create world peace. Every time you join anything, ladies and gentlemen, every time you join anything, you become to some degree an elitist. You create an us versus them. We're this, you're not. We're this, you're that. Until we have a more inclusive attitude, which really comes down to acknowledging that we're all human beings first, and then it's fine to be a member of any number of things. There's nothing wrong with that. But no matter what you join and what purpose you join, purposes are for which you join, you still become elitist. And world peace is about inclusiveness, and it's about democracy. Elitism, exclusionary elitism is not going to get us to a higher level of world peace. Anyway, that's the message for today, one of them. We're a global society, and we got to quit fighting it. Isolationism, nationalism is a dead end. I will also say that America is the light of the world. It's the great hope of the world, because in America, we do not have fighting on the streets on a daily basis between religions, races, nationalities, genders. Yeah, we're not a perfect society, but we're a melting pot of all the nations of the world, and we are a light to the world. Now, right now we have a president who's going out of his way to try to be an isolationist. He's a racist. He's a worthless person, quite frankly, and he's certainly not somebody that ought to be president of the United States. The thing that bothers me the most is that 40% of Americans back him. That's mind-boggling to me. It's just absolutely mind-boggling. But it means that America has a huge racist population, but it's not the majority. This is Dr. John WorldPeace. It's about 10 in the morning. Have a good day. Thanks for your consideration.